You can always tell when she knows she's lost you. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's quiet, almost invisible. At first, she acts like nothing happened, like she's still in control, like your silence doesn't touch her. She'll post something, laugh louder, pretend she's too busy to care, but deep down, she feels it, the shift, the moment your energy stopped flowing toward her, because when a man truly detaches, something inside her senses it instantly. It's not just your absence, it's the loss of your presence, that grounded, stable energy she used to feel even when you said nothing. The one that made her feel seen, safe, and significant. When that disappears, she feels the void. She may not admit it, she may fight it, but it's there, in every message she types and deletes, in every memory that replays at night when the noise fades. See, women are emotional beings, they're wired for connection. They crave certainty through emotion. Even chaos feels safer than silence. So when you stop reacting, when you stop explaining, defending, chasing, she's forced to face something she's never faced before, a version of you she can't control emotionally. That's when everything starts to unravel. She'll start by testing your boundaries, a random text, a subtle reminder, something casual like, "Hey, how have you been?" She won't mention the real reason she's reaching out, she just wants to see if the door is still open. If you respond the same way you used to, she'll feel relief, but if you don't, if you reply with calm indifference or not at all, that's when the panic sets in, because now she realizes you weren't playing a game. You were healing, you were done, and the moment she senses that, her entire psychology changes. A woman who thought she had options suddenly starts to feel scarcity. A woman who once compared you to others now compares others to you. She starts seeing your silence as power, your distance as mystery, and every time she remembers how peaceful your energy was, how you never begged, never folded, never tried to prove your worth, she starts to miss the very thing she took for granted. When she knows she's lost you, she won't always chase. Sometimes her pride will keep her quiet, but her behavior will betray her. She'll start mirroring your detachment. She'll post things that sound strong but feel hollow. She'll talk about healing, about moving on, but every word will carry your ghost. She'll laugh with others, but her eyes won't light up the same. She'll flirt, but it'll feel forced. Because once she's experienced genuine masculine energy, the kind that doesn't beg, doesn't break, doesn't need nothing else, satisfies her the same way. And here's the part most men don't realize. When you finally walk away with peace, she starts to remember you differently. At first, she focused on your flaws, your mistakes, the moments she could use to justify leaving. But time rewrites memory, and as weeks pass, her mind starts editing the story. The bad fades, the good starts glowing. She remembers how you used to make her feel, how your presence calmed her storms, how your silence now screams louder than her words ever could. When she knows she's lost you, she'll start to reflect. Not immediately. It takes time for the mind to catch up with the heart. But eventually, she'll realize you weren't perfect, but you were real. You didn't play games. You had standards. You didn't leave to punish her. You left to protect your peace. And that realization, that's what breaks her, because she'll see that every time she tested you, you were giving her a chance to understand your value, and every time she ignored it, she was slowly losing the version of you that cared. The hardest part to accept is this: by the time she understands what she lost, you won't be the same man anymore. You'll have grown, you'll have built strength in silence. You'll have learned that peace is more seductive than any chase. And while she's remembering what was, you'll be walking toward what's next. That's the cruel beauty of detachment. It doesn't announce itself. It just happens quietly through one too many arguments, one too many ignored efforts, one too many moments of realizing you were giving everything to someone who gave nothing back, until one day you wake up and it's gone. the desire to fix, to explain, to try. You still care, but differently. You care from a distance. You care without attachment. You care without expectation. That's when your energy changes. You become still, unmoved, and that stillness, that's what she feels most. When she knows she's lost you, she starts to crave the emotional security she once resisted, the masculine calm she used to confuse for boredom. The discipline she used to call coldness, now it feels like safety, because a woman can find excitement anywhere but peace, that's rare, and when she's tasted peace in the presence of a man who truly knows himself, she'll never forget it. But understand this, your silence isn't punishment, it's clarity. It's the natural consequence of someone showing you they don't value your voice. When she stopped listening, you stopped speaking. When she stopped respecting your effort, you stopped offering it. That's not cruelty, that's self-respect. Most men break at that stage. They go back out of habit. They try to remind her of their worth, forgetting that worth is not something you explain. It's something you embody. Every time you stay silent, you teach her something words never could, that your energy was never desperate, that your love was never weak, that you were there by choice, not by need. And once she knows that, she can never unsee it. Her mind will fight it. Her ego will deny it. She'll try to prove to herself that she's over it. But every time she meets a man who lacks your calm, your discipline, your emotional depth, she'll remember. Because real masculine energy doesn't chase validation. It creates safety. It commands respect. It's silent power, and it leaves a mark no one else can replicate. So when she knows she's lost you, don't expect closure. Don't wait for an apology. Don't seek acknowledgement. Your peace is the closure. Your growth is the proof. Your silence is the response, and that silence will echo in her mind long after you're gone. She'll remember the man who didn't raise his voice, but raised his standards, the man who didn't argue, but adjusted his presence, the man who didn't try to convince her, he simply left when he realized his love wasn't being valued. That's the moment her soul wakes up, because nothing hits harder than realizing the man who once gave you everything no longer needs to give you anything. Time will pass, she'll go through her own lessons, her own heartbreaks, her own silence. And one day, she'll understand what you understood long ago, that losing someone who was genuine isn't punishment, it's correction. It's the universe showing her the cost of taking peace for granted. And by then, you'll be somewhere else, not bitter, not broken, just wiser, more grounded, at peace with the silence that once felt heavy, because when she knows she's lost you, the truth is you already found yourself. And that's the real ending, not her tears, not her regret, not her return. It's your calm, your quiet confidence, your freedom. So don't let her confusion pull you back. Don't let nostalgia trick you into reopening closed doors. She had the real you, and she lost it when she stopped valuing what was real. Your silence now isn't emptiness, it's evolution. It's the man you've become, speaking louder than your words ever could. And when she knows she's lost that man, she'll finally understand what she took for granted. But by then you'll be gone, not missing, just moving, calm, whole, unreachable, and that will be the silence she never escapes.